Hey everybody, this is Heidi from the blog Hands Occupied, and today I've got another beginner level knitting tutorial for you, and today is how to do purl stitches. They're pretty straightforward. They're kind of the next thing you learn after learning the knit stitch if you're new to knitting, and I think they're really fun. Some people find purling really hard at first, but it's not the case for everybody. And once you get both knit stitches and purl stitches down, you can start to do really fun things with pattern and texture in your knitting. So this is exciting. So right here I have got 10 stitches cast on in the beginner style that I demonstrate in another beginner tutorial on my channel. So yeah, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So what we're gonna do, just like if you were doing a knit stitch, is flip your needle that has your stitches on it so that it is in your left or non-dominant hand. And this tutorial is right-handed, by the way. So what you're going to do is hold that needle in your left hand and grab a little bit of yarn off of your tail and grab your other needle in your right hand. And instead of going underneath and making an X that way like you did with knit stitches, you're going to bring your needle toward you through the front of the loop. Okay, so your right hand needle is on top. And then what you're going to do is bring your yarn around your right hand needle, pull it back through that first loop, and sweep the first loop off your left hand needle. All right, and one thing you can also do to help make this a little more comfortable is make sure the yarn is over the top of your needle. So again, bring your right hand needle through the front loop of your left hand needle towards you. Grab that tail, wrap it around your right hand needle, bring it through the loop. So the right hand needle and that loop you just wrapped are now at the back, and sweep the loop off the left hand needle. So through the loop toward you, wrap the yarn, bring it back, sweep that loop off. Bring your right needle through the left hand loop toward you, wrap the yarn, pull it back through the loop, sweep it off. Bring your right needle toward you through the loop, wrap it, bring it back, and pull it off. Put your right needle through, wrap, pull it back, sweep it off. Needle through, wrap, bring it back, sweep it off. Needle through, wrap, bring it back, sweep it off. Needle through, wrap, bring it back, sweep it off. Needle through, wrap, bring it back, sweep it off. And make sure to keep your tail out of there. So that's one row of purl stitching. And now if you're clever, you might have noticed, hey, this looks just like the back of a knit stitch, and you're right. So if you do a whole bunch of rows of purl stitches over and over, they're basically the mirror image of knit stitches. And so if you keep doing row after row of purls, you're going to get the same garter stitch that you were getting if you knit every row. For practice, you can just keep doing purl stitches, and we'll do another row so you can see what I mean about doing the same stitch every row for that garter effect. So we're like this, then we flip the page of the book backwards and grab the loops needle in the left hand, bring the working yarn toward you, grab your right needle, and start again. Front loop toward you, wrap, bring it back, sweep it off, go through that front loop, wrap, bring it back, sweep the left loop off. Toward you, wrap, bring it back, sweep it off. Towards you, wrap, bring it back, sweep it off. And just like with the knitting stitch or any stitch, remember not to accidentally start knitting with your tail from your cast on, because you'll run out of yarn eventually. So wrap, bring it back, sweep it off for the rest of the row, like so. Sorry, I'm rushing. I just want to show you the effect of 2 rows of purl knitting, how they look the same on each side. See that? They both have bumps here and here. So like I say with this garter swatch, if you did every row of purl, you would get a garter swatch. And if you did every row knitting, you would also get a garter swatch. The next most common swatch after the garter is called stockinette, and I have a swatch of that right here. And so this swatch is what you get if you alternate 1 row of knitting and 1 row of purl. But I'll do another video on that later.